Hello, hello. Today I'll be drawing Alban from Noctix. I believe he's the last one that I have to draw from Noctix left. Yeah. I drew Vulgar, Sunny, wait. Let me remember the members of Noctix again. Vulgar, Sunny, Uki. Yeah, Uki was like way early on, right? And so yeah, Alban. And of course, even though he has hard hair, I also decided to do a hard perspective shot. And for Sino, if you're watching the archive, don't worry about it. I'm just drawing in my own schedule as well. Oh hey, HXD, it's been a while. So yeah, Alban, being an EN member, has a very easy to read English profile, so I'll make the introduction quick. That's what he looks like. He's kind of like a cat boy. A phantom thief from the future with exceptional stealth. He's a free yet mischievous spirit who's hard to pin down. I hope that's a good kind of busy that you're busy with. So I usually just draw based on what's in their default outfit. I think for Alban, I'm gonna skip the glasses because I don't really see Alban with glasses when I consider what he looks like. So yeah, for Alban here, it's kind of a bird's eye view. So while thinking about how this is gonna work... Oh, hey fam! Trying to take a break from the internet? I mean, that is a good practice. I should probably do that sometimes too, but at the same time, I don't want to, so... Can't do what you don't want to do. The only times I take breaks from the internet are when I don't have the internet available. I don't know how perspective works like this, but let's go with that. I think it'd be kind of cool if he's like sitting down. On the ground. Gotta go. Busy. Alright. See you around some other time. I'd like to see, like, I don't know. Perspective. I'm a bit like... If he's sitting down, wouldn't it be cool if his hand were, like, over here? You know when you're sitting down and you're kind of, like, leaning back? So like your hand would be here and here, because like you're leaning back. That'd be cool, but I'm also not sure how to draw that. Because then the sleeve would be like here, right? But it's also being viewed from, you know, top down. Well, I'll try it out, and if it looks completely non-perspective-ish, then it's an experiment. It's an experiment. So he's got like this buckle thing here. What is going on here? There's like another buckle here while having some kind of strap here. Wait, what's underneath his jacket? Is there a reference image for that? There's gotta be. His reference image is pretty detailed, right? Okay, so he's just got like... Oh yeah, I guess that's a hoodie. So... I guess it looks something like that. Or a bit more loose. And he's got... I feel like I've got his perspective all kind of wrong in different ways, but he's got a long torso, so it should be fine, right? this is probably higher up. Ah, cancel. This is all in the same layer. Sure, like drawing things on the same layer when I feel like it shouldn't be, but... Alright, so this maybe makes more sense up here. Oh my gosh, that's also on the same layer? I only want to preserve this part, because this part that was more difficult to draw. So, move that all up a bit. If I make it so that they're like, he's like leaning forward. Torso might be closer to here. No, I don't want to... The thing is, I want this to be more bird's eye view. So, it's not like I should be seeing everything, right? At a certain point, it's gonna be like how the Earth curves, you know, because it's round, and you can't see anything past the horizon. I need to just figure out where the horizon of, like, Alban's chest is. Where beyond that point, you don't see what's around the curve of it. I'd imagine it's like this part where he gets this protective whatever you call it. This would be resting, like this is another layer on top of his hoodie. I feel like normally I can at least imagine that my streams are what, like how to draw how I draw at least guides, but I feel like this time around this is like not how you should draw perspective. I'm feeling that. This is how not to draw perspective. This is the jacket part. You know what? I'll ignore the jacket for a bit and get back to this head stuff. Let me draw his little triangles. There's a certain design on them. There's this thing. What are these triangles in the end? Okay, so in my sketch, I have very vaguely here, you can see that I meant to put his like legs right away, but if I have him sitting down instead, you know, you'd have that curve there. But then you could totally have, possibly, if he's sitting down, you would see instead the bottom of his hoodie. Dang, his clothes are so complicated. And this is... his torso is so long as well. Clothes are complicated. His pose is complicated. His hair is complicated. Can you barely believe it? It's Alban sitting down, but viewed from above, which ultimately makes this look like I have no clue what. Anyways, his hand over here, right? If you put your hand behind yourself while you're leaning down, the thumb is pointing here, it's gonna look like that. According to me putting my hand behind myself here. So that would be what would be going on here. The thumb would not be that high up if the fingers are there. Like, you would only see the barest hint of a thumb. Like, if he's like leaning back and putting his hand on the ground, then I imagine that's where his hand would be. Somewhere like that. Maybe a bit more to the right. You wouldn't see his thumb at all. And then the other finger would be like slightly off to the side. Alright, he's wearing a glove, but that just means the fingers are a bit wider, and then that's it. Since we're looking at it straight from above, the pattern on the glove is not that pronounced. Like, maybe you could see the seams on this side, just hardly. But it should be viewed from above, so there's the only thing is a solid color at that point. And I'll only have it on that side. Whoa, is that flipping everything? I think so. Interesting negative space now that I'm looking at it. It's like this whole place is just filled in. Okay. Just do like a dark grayish background. And I would say that coloring this is gonna tell me whether or not the perspective works. There is gonna be a lot of colors, aren't there? Okay, he's got two different colored eyes. One of them is green yellow and the other one is gray. That within the eye, and then gray. A bit lighter. So that's his hair. And then I feel like I'm definitely gonna have to like paint over stuff afterwards to get like details, because this, what is going on here, right? Looking in, I guess it would be like the green part. I mean, the green part, the orange part. Because the inside of the hoodie part here is orange. But like, would there be part of his shirt visible here? There might be. There totally could be. This part's also orange. And that extends around, not, well, to here. Here, here, and here. So I guess first there's the hoodie part. That lasts about as much as this much. And actually I'll cover all of this. Because this line then continues, the line of white continues down here. I just didn't bother drawing it. This ridiculously long shirt is white. And actually, while I'm at it, here his pants are also about the same color as his hoodie. So then on top of these parts is his jacket, which is kind of like this grayish color. Right, he has gloves there. The gloves are the same color as... yeah, they are the same color as his jacket, I would say. Maybe a bit darker, but I'll use the same gray. So the belts are they darker than the hoodie? I think they are. It's kind of hard to tell. Then after that, there's orange there. Just randomly. A line of orange. A bit of orange. And the stuff on his head are black except for the little bits in the top, which are again gonna be orange. Okay. Basics are there. I think I'm gonna do the shading now, and then what I'll do is draw on top of it afterwards. Because otherwise, I think I might get confused. So what if I used this kind of shadow? And had like light from above? Or I want to have like, how about this kind of angled shadow light? Not necessarily from above, but also with a line shadow. I'm back in the state of not being interested in drawing. I mean, it comes and goes. I hope that you'll regain your interest at some point, if that's what you're if you want, if that's something that you want. Like, my weakness is anatomy, but I don't find any fun in practicing it. I mean, if there's other things that you do find enjoyment in, then I'd say maybe it's not that you're not interested in drawing, it's that you're not interested in practicing anatomy. Which is a separate thing from not being interested in drawing. Because I could totally say that I'm not interested in drawing because of something that I avoid drawing. Like right now, this perspective thing, if I were to be honest, admit, this is confusing. But I'm not drawing it all the time, right? And I'd say I'm not even really taking this one too seriously. In fact, I'm probably not, You're talking about anatomy, but I probably don't actually draw much anatomy, since I just do, like, bust shots. My anatomy is probably not the best either. But yeah, drawing can be confusing. It's just about whether the satisfaction in the end result is worth it or not. He looks kind of cross-eyed, doesn't he? Just a bit, maybe. I'll fix it if he still looks like that at the end. Surprisingly not that many shadows on his face right now, so I'm gonna add a bit of highlight. Okay, so the clothes is here. And this is where the detail kind of comes in. I will add the part to the orange. So he's got the number 03 here. I wonder what this is supposed to signify. Yo, look at how beautiful that 3 looks. It's almost like it's a font. That's a pretty font like 03. What else is there? There'd be a block of orange right around here. And also a block of white beside it. There's the word phantom on his belt. In white. So time to write font-like again. Right as if I'm writing a font. I feel like this is gonna be a bit more difficult because it's like a whole word and not just 2 letters. And alright. For the sharp ends, I erase the bottoms and the tops. There. Actually, for the orange, I'm gonna add a bit more of the gradient feeling to it. Orange, a bit more red, and a bit more dark. So for the shadows. That's the basic shadow, and then like a heck of a lot deeper shadows. Well, not that heck of a lot more, but like just deeper shadows would be mixed in. Okay. And then we're at the hair. Rather than it getting lighter at the bottom, it actually gets darker on the bottom, so I'll do that instead. Same with these, so his hair just gets darker at the ends, apparently. Okay. He looks very baby-faced. Alright, well, time to try and figure out how to do the shading here. Find interesting that on his model it doesn't even have that much, well, it doesn't look like it's complicated shading on his model. But I'm also not quite sure how to replicate it. Like, there's a pretty solid, like, solid color layer, but then highlight layer. I think the highlight layer might be doing a lot here. Alright, well, the perspective is still weird as heck, but... I'll consider this the base. So, following this, I'm gonna change up the line colors. Okay. Correctioning time. First, I'll start around the face. So... just darken the eye part here. Okay. And then for the hair, let's try to make it a bit more, I don't know, the right kind of volume. Let's see if I can shape the face a bit better. His face is definitely not that round, so I make it a bit thinner. Will it look more like Alban Knox? Too thin? Oh yeah, I feel like that helped. And then, while I'm at it, I think you could probably see the inner shirt here instead of like just completely orange. Actually, let me do that on a separate layer, just in case. Hmm. This part really doesn't quite make sense. Okay, well, I don't quite get that. Perspective doesn't work like this, but... Maybe if I just add the orange back around here? Like, does perspective work like that? It might. It might. What else am I missing here? Might as well add the little lines here, the barcode-like thing. And then there's also this. Okay. Hopefully that works out. And then I'll add a generic kind of light layer. Just to add vague highlights everywhere. That's like generic light. Not sure how much that helps, or if it just makes things look more messy. For the ground, let's just make it kind of like tile. Me dragging the bottom of the screen again. Or dragging my screen in weird ways. Okay, wait a moment. There we are. Perspective feeling weird as heck? That's right. Perspective is feeling weird as heck. What is this floor? What is this ground? Is that ground? That's probably not the direction that things should be facing. I wonder if the hair color that I just, like, if I just picked the wrong hair color. I get the impression perhaps it should have been a bit darker. Like, what if I just try... Not that. What direction are these supposed to go? Well, whatever. If it doesn't make sense as files, it's probably just a grid design. Okay, so I'll just mess around a bit with the colors. Get rid of the orange glow. Okay. And maybe just add a generic, like, full light. And that'd be Alban, I guess. Like, I tried to make it perspective-y, but I don't... Like, obviously, there is some perspective to this, but... It's not a full bird's eye view, or... Doesn't seem to be. Doesn't feel like one, at least. Yeah. And just for the sake of comparison, since I like comparing siblings, and I drew Luca pretty recently, let me compare Luca. Wrong one, that's me grabbing my pictured version of Luca. Luca fully drawn, here. Okay. Ah, and you saw a sneak peek of Sia, who will be for next time. But yeah. So... Same artist. Can we see the resemblance? Not so much. I feel like... I mean, generally I find with the Oyo family, the eyes are similar, but I drew these eyes kinda differently, maybe? Oh, but I guess there's a bit of similarity with, like, the hair design. But because of how much, like, I drew them so differently, with Alban, especially, the question of perspective kind of throwing my mind in confusion. But yeah, I totally didn't talk much about what I think about Alban and his content and what I watch of him, but I actually do really like Alban's content and stuff. Well, I feel like saying that might be a bit of a, I don't know, exaggeration, but like, I admire his, like, how quickly he learned Japanese in particular, and I liked how he kind of like, I don't know, he feels like the kind of liver who talks to people, I guess. Like, leadership, I feel like he has that kind of ability. But anyways, that's it for today. So up next will be Zia. As you can see, I got it started, so maybe in 2 or 3 days, or maybe I will upload a short. So yeah. I might upload the short actually in like 2 days, and then after that I'll schedule the stream. But yeah, thank you for watching, and well, I hope your passion for drawing comes back. And if not, well, take it easy. So yeah, see you next time then. Bye!